Hi everyone, it's me again, Christian from ancoreSoft. And today I'm going to show you how you can do data export, aka tabular reporting, with a few mouse clicks directly in Qlik Sense. Super easy and simple. And here is what we're going to build today. A Excel report that contains multiple sheets, each sheet covering particular regions, central, northeast, southern, and so on. And on each sheet, we have three elements: a text element with a region name, and a second one that is containing a Excel formula, and this Excel formula holds the sum of the total amount of the actual amount of the below table. And this is what we are going to build. All right, so as always, we start by adding a new ancoreShare button on the screen. Give it a proper name like budget sales export. And since we're going to do a data export, we can preset the file name like budget.sales. And we start by adding new elements. Before, let me change from Adobe to data exports only and add the first element, which is a text element, and a text element shall contain the region name. Okay. Apply. Let me check that we have a region name selected. Very good. So give it a name, region name, and let it center. And when we have the data export, we enable the data export for this particular text box. File name we have preset. So let's set the worksheet. The worksheet will be called region name. So the text box will be exported to the budget.sales in the worksheet region name. The destination cell, let's go by A2. So it's A2. And the font will be orange in the fill color, and the font color is going to be white. And to make it more visible, we go by bold. Okay, let's see what develops when we are going to execute this the first time. So enable editing, and we have an Excel sheet that holds on the central worksheet the text information central. Okay, so the first part has been done. Okay, next one, and here we give it the name region, so we know what we have done here. Okay, let me add the next one. That will be the table that we are going to export. Select, and we switch over to our budget analyze. Table is this table here, which contains actual amount, budget, and margin. And we apply that to our worksheet, to our report. And the next step is we activate the data export. File name is preset as before, and the worksheet title is again region name. Very good. Destination cell. So let me check on our regional one. So we start here on A4. Okay, A4. A4 is the destination cell. And we can give it a range name. Range name is very important when we want to work with this table later on. And you see we have 4 range names, each for each page. And it always starts with budget.sales.central and so on and so on. Okay, to build that, we're gonna use following formula. We start with budget.sales and ampersand region name. And give it a dot here. Okay, apply, and that's it. Give it a test export. open it. And here we go. The table export on the correct worksheet. And now what we want is next is to have this sum of actual amount here in our B2. And this is a simple one because we have this, you remember, budget sales central, which is the range name of the whole table here. Okay, and that starts by equals the sum of the index of our budget central for the column number 2, and that shows me the total of the actual amount. And I'm going to copy that, close my worksheet here, and create a new element. And I'm going to shift up the element to the second position in my exported elements, switch to text. But you know what? I'm too lazy. Let me copy this guy here and paste it here. So we don't need to set up everything, just the content here. Okay. And that is the sum of the index, budget, sales, and the only thing we need to replace is the central, because the central is not fixed. We want to have it variable based on the current region name. All right, that's it. So, and that is our total actual amount. And since we have copied everything before from the other element, so everything here is set up correct, but not the destination cell. And the destination cell, let me give it a check again, it's B2 instead of A2. And the cell content is a formula, that is important one. And the cell format should be going by thousands, but also possible we could go by euro or by dollar if we exchange that here. And we're good to go. Give it a test drive. And here we have our next export. Okay, so we have a text, we have the total sum of the actual amount of the table export. I would say we're good to go. How can we create multiple worksheets here? That's a good question. Let me close my original one. And that is done by adding a new element above all others, and that is called cycle start. So we are going to cycle for a particular field. Of course, we are going to use region name, so it will be cycling over region name. I'm going to sort it by the alphanumeric value, and then it will cycle through each and every page that we have in our region names. And then we can go and export that. So it will create for each and every region name a particular worksheet. But I forgot, before I can do that, I need to clear my selection alerts at first. Okay, and now you see it has a couple of elements now, because now it's going for northeast, southern, and finally for western, and creates my worksheet. Central, northeast, southern, and western. Okay, but what if you don't want to have these at your download folder, but you want to send it to a different destination? That's a simple one. Just go back to your report, select export setting, and instead of download on your local machine, we go by Qlik Automation, export, and I'm going to store the report in my SharePoint. And that's it. Based on my current selection that I have, or cleared selection, he will create the cycled Excel export for each of my region. And if that is done, it will automatically send it directly to the Qlik automation. And the Qlik automation in that case will send it to our SharePoint storage. And that is how you can do Excel exports, tabular reporting with a few mouse clicks directly Qlik Sense. Bye bye.